Prayers for a happy rebirth. All those killed by natural and man-made disasters. For all those killed by others or by their own hands. Bartel, Suzanne Diamondopoulos, Ina Lovelace, Lilla Kate McDowell, Robert James Nichols, Mabel Cameron, Mary Lou Ruta, Jeremy Schiffler, Buster the Cat, Muffin the Cat, Raina Boomy the Frog, Raven the Cat, Mommy and Baby Bunny. Job search, Roseanne Barona, Travis Boone, Brian and Brandy, Joey Gooch, Joe Griffiths, Jim Kay, Bruce Miller, Sarai, Greg Weaver, Joe Whitley. Prayers for health and well-being. Kyabdu Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh, Venerable Lundo Tendrom, Venerable Ngawang Kando, Venerable Losang Kandro, Venerable Gyalten Drokar, Venerable Chirki Lamo, all those harmed by natural and man-made disasters. Jerry Anderson and family, Jorge Aurelio, Jim Barnes, Lucen Narcissus Barona, Narcissus Barona Sr., Susie Baum, Yuki Burrows, family of Mabel Cameron, Taylor Carney, Betty Chow, family of Suzanne Diamondopoulos, Anna Doger, Ted Domi, Tashidoma, Ryan Edmonds, Mary Lou Flynn, Taylor Freeman, Mildred Gooch, Michelle Goslin, Pema Geltzen, Tracy Haas Thompson, Johanna Haman, Kay Hansen, Christina Harrison, Annie Hassel, Heidi Atticus and Katharina, Larry Hogan, Frank Holt, Kenny Jackson Buddy, Ray Clare and Steve Johnson, Dal and Sue Johnston, Cameron, Florence Kaplan, Helen Kasanoff, Jonathan Kramer, Shanti and Kurt Latimer, Mary Lojek, family of Ina Lovelace, Robin Lynn, R.M., Georgia McDonald and family, Wilbert Martin, Martin Massenberg, Susan McClure, Kathy McDonald and family, family of Willa Kate McDowell, Alvia Mejia and family, Bruce Miller, David Muller, Karen Miles, Audrey Murphy, Stephanie Murphy, Evan Merlin family, Chungdak Nam Gyal, family and friends of Robert James Nichols, Jane Norton, Jessica Nunley, Marie Oliver, William Stover Oliver, Stanley Paluk, Jay Pandya, Chick Palermo, Pris, Pat Russell, Renee Reyna, Ann Rivers, Gail Robbins, James Rowan and Teresa Creighton, family of Jeremy Schiffler, Ariana Scott, Joanne Cease, Pooja Shaw, Harvey Shields, Emily Smith, Nancy Sorbet, Bob Storms, Dion Washington, Jen Drew and Betty, Amy Weiss, Shay Wokolwicki, Margaret Young, Dorjan Codrill Pigs, and Padme Tara the Cat. Good morning. Morning, happy Sunday, everyone. If you've never been here before, I'd like to say just a few words. In a few minutes, Geshe will be coming through this door, and then he will stand here and face the altar, and he'll do some prostrations. And if you'll see other people prostrating along with him. And if you feel uncomfortable doing so, that's perfectly fine. Just remain standing. And then when he stands on his throne, then he'll invite people to sit, and then you know that's the signal for us to sit down. And we'll be saying some prayers. They're either in the gold book, and that's in the back of your chair, or in the white binder. If you have a white binder, it's just the first page that says Kadampa Center Prayers. Otherwise, I'll tell you the page numbers. I think the first page is 34. Yeah, 34 is the first one. Please turn off your cell phones, turn off the alarms, or put them on mute. And let's see, Geshe says that it's a great merit to walk around the stupa outside, even just one round. If we go clockwise, it has Dharmakaya relics in there. Great accumulation of merit, purification practice. And you see this prayer wheel on Geshe's desk, and there are some outside, and there's a lot of merit just turning the prayer wheel again clockwise. You get the merit of all the Geshe's here. No, the mantras that are in the prayer wheel. So just turning it once. There's quite a few in there, so you get merit of all those. Let's see if I forgot anything. I think that's everything. I think that's everything, isn't it? Okay. All right. And the children are welcome to come to sit on the blue cushions. They like. So in the Gold Prayer Book, turn to page 34. And it's the first list of prayers in the prayer white binder. And at the top of the page 34, you see a mantra above the words daily prayers. That's the Shakyamuni Buddha's mantra, and so we'll chant that 3 times. Taya ta om mune mune maha munaye soha. Taya ta om mune mune maha munaye soha. Taya ta om mune mune maha munaye soha. Now let's read the 4 immeasurables right below that in English one time. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. I'll turn the page to 37, and let's chant 4 Immeasurables chanting version toward the bottom of the page. And if you have the white binder, it's just the words by the music notes. Sen chen tam che de wa dam de we gyu dam dem par chu chi du Now there's 2 mantras below that, Chenrezig's mantra and Green Tar's mantra. So we'll say Chenrezig's mantra 8 times, he's the Buddha of great compassion, and then Green Tar's mantra 7 times, deity of enlightened activity. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Tare Tu Re Soha, 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 Om Tare Tu Re Soha. Thank you. The children are welcome to go to their classes.
me some hair. 아유, good morning. Uh, short meditations, short meditations. Only 2 hours. Short, no, silent meditation, short silent meditation. short nap is better than long nap. Sorry to interrupt your meditation, so, but there's limited time. The special notice to say, please stop. Uh, please end, not stop. End 12:40. Say thank you. Yes, not. Usually I go till noon. What is it? 12:40. Oh, so oh, so that means now it extend 1 hour more. So don't need to say please because I don't go that far. Please, would you mind to take 1 moment to introduce yourself each other? So then after that I will start. Huh? Oh, okay, nice. Okay. Sorry again. Mm, mm, so there's a number of meditation you can learn, or if you're here first time at the center, so then please talk to here people who've been learning meditation probably last 17 years. I was here, 9 round breathing meditations or 21 breathing meditations. So then like this, 14 hand movements. So you can ask here, so they will explain to you. Okay. Mm. So as a human being, as a human beings, so what we have body and we have mind. Regardless, not just Tibetan people has mind and body, or American people doesn't have mind. It's not like that. Everybody, everybody has mind and body. We think, we move. regardless whether you are Buddhist, not Buddhist, Christian, not Christian, believer, not believer, atheist, doesn't matter. Everybody has fundamentally the same, like body, mind, they keep thinking all the time. So try to explain the meaning, the purpose of meditations, okay? Purpose and meaning of the meditations, very important. Physical, happiness, physical happiness. We enjoy here, there, like some people enjoy more, some people would enjoy less, based on the resource. Or seeing something nice, makes happy, temporarily. Eating something nice makes happy, maybe 1 hour, then after it's gone. Or listening music, a little bit happy, then after that you get bored. That happiness is gone, or pleasure. Touching something nice, smelling something nice, These are all pleasure or happiness, whatever you call, related to the five senses. According to Buddhism, that's called physical happiness. It's not mental happiness, Heavily dependent on external object. Long as there's external object, doesn't guarantee. There's no guarantee. You may get some pleasure or some happiness, or you may not get. It all depends. Mainly, physical happiness is very heavily dependent on everywhere in the world. Heavily dependent on external object, material things. No, that does not guarantee. That does not mean that you could have all the material object, but at the same time, no pleasure, no happiness, just miserable. Doesn't guarantee. That's physical part, physical happiness. Physical in Buddhism doesn't mean body. It's like five senses. That's all considered as physical. So now mental happiness. See, very very important for me, for you, for all of us. First, how we lose peace of mind, how we lose our mental happiness. The minute the disturbing thought rise, the moment the disturbing thought rise, finish, it's over. There's no mental peace. There's no mental happiness. It's over. See? Everybody, equally, you and me, everybody. Pope, newborn child, same. It affects same. Doesn't matter you are wearing this robe, doesn't protect. It doesn't protect, Nice clothes, nice jewelry doesn't protect. Billions of dollars doesn't protect. Big house doesn't protect. Equally defeat everybody equally. Moment disturbance to rise, happiness, mental happiness is over. It's over. There's no more mental happiness. Is it clear? Very important, very important. Not just meditation, just sit down like, sit like chicken. It's not meditation, just sitting, Or chicken can sit like that. Or like some bird, it was a crane, they can sit on one leg. How long we can sit on one leg? This is just sitting, Meditation mainly thinking something positive, something good. Very, very important, very important. No, it's not important to become Buddhist. It's not important to become something. It's very important to think something positive. That's very important. If you are seeking happiness, if you are seeking miserable, then it is not important to think something positive. So it's easy to make miserable. So what we call in Buddhism, what we call klesha, afflicted mind. The Sanskrit word, Tibetan word called nyumong. Moment it rises, happiness is over. Game about happiness is over. There's no happiness. Doesn't matter American, Tibetan, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Child, grown up, doesn't matter. Minute the disturbance to rise, happiness is over. It's over. You can lecture them, you can say so much, but there's no happiness. Therefore, each person is responsible for their own happiness. Next moment, happiness. Oh, new klesha, afflicted mind. These are the real enemies of our happiness. It's not our neighbors. It's not your friends. It's not your teacher. That's what we believe. Oh, it's my teacher. It's my country. Oh, it's my president. It's the one who destroys all my happiness. That's not true. No, it's my neighbor's lawnmower early morning every Saturday. That's not true. It's not true. Not true. No. It is our mind. It is our mind. It's our mind. Oh. You can live in the lot of noise. Same time you have a peace of mind, calm mind. It's our mind. It's our mind. Sorry to say, but that's the truth. No, that's the truth. So, pneumo, afflicted mind. See, the moment it rises, happiness is over. There's no happiness. No matter if you are president, like billionaire, like professor, like brain surgeon, doesn't matter. Happiness is over. It's over. It's over. Beggar, doesn't matter. Happiness is over. So that's very, very important. Dharma of the pneumotus, happiness within, happiness, enemies within, enemies within. Need to defeat that, rather than trying to get rid of this, here. People putting in the blacklist. Afflicted mind, that's the one needs to put in the blacklist. Disturbance thought, that's the one needs to put in the blacklist. So anger, jealousy, pride, all of that, that needs to be put in the blacklist. Life is going to be much, much happier, no matter where you live. Sometimes you want, maybe I should go to Nepal, maybe life will be much, much better. No, there's tons of mosquito there. Traffic is like nightmare, traffic, road. The electricity, no. Or maybe I should go to Cozumel, life will be much better. Or Cancun. Yeah, there's also mosquito. I've been there too. There's tons of mosquitoes there too. So, mental happiness, You are your own protector, you are your own enemies. That's some Kadampa Master said. So when you think carefully what they're trying to say something important. So meditation is to minimize or to reduce disturbing thought. So then no matter how you sit, you lay down or you stretch your leg or you just laying down on the beach, if you are minimizing, reducing the disturbing thought, that is a meditation, even though it looks like sunbathing. Sunbathing, that's very good meditation. Because you are reducing or you are stopping your disturbing thought. Or you can sit like this, very serious looking. If you are like constantly thinking about noise, to your neighbors, they're using the lawnmower. Your whole focus there, not sitting very seriously. So maybe sitting very serious upstairs and downstairs, your wife or husband making coffee. So, honey, can you tune down a little bit noise because I am meditating? Not really meditating. It's just sitting. So we should not forget the purpose of meditation is to minimize, to reduce, stop, disturbing thought, for good. If not to encourage them. That's the one destroying all our happiness, mental, really happiness. That doesn't depend on external object. just thinking, just happy by thinking, just happy by thinking something good. That is mental happiness. You could live in a cave, material-wise, you have nothing, but your heart is filled with joy, by thinking, so not by eating or smelling something, but just by thinking. That is true happiness, mental happiness. That happiness can increase immensely, can increase immensely. So that's the meditation. So I just want to share. It is not easy. No, it's not easy. Nothing is easy. Nothing is easy. Even making tea, making bed is not easy. It's easy. Making bed. People just get into the bed. They just move their feet. Sometimes how they make their boot. Everything not easy. Making. So if we are truly seeking happiness, so then everybody should think something good, something positive. I've been saying this last 17 years, not saying, oh, become Buddhist, oh, that's the best way to, be happy. No, not true. Or think something good, you'll become happy. That's very true. So there's no easy to say, but I'm the one who's saying it now. But not that easy to do, especially when we encounter some kind of problems. You could think something good, but usually we just bust. How is it? We just blow. What is freak out? Yeah. yeah, freak out. Yeah. So. Oh, it's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah. So amazing. Like how we destroy our happiness. Amazing. Shantideva said, "Dunga torde semi dunga ni langwa bachus." Needs to pay some attention. Dunga torde semi jans. Even though you have desire to overcome from sufferings, dunga ni langwa bachus. Looks like, or maybe sounds like, or looks like that you are deliberately going for more sufferings. Who said? Shantideva said, when around 8th centuries, many centuries ago, what is the Indian master, one of the famous Indian masters, what he's saying, so need to pay some attention. Even though we have wished to overcome from suffering, it looks like that we are deliberately going for more suffering. Then when you ask yourself questions, I don't think so. I don't think that I deliberately go for more suffering. That's not what it means. It means something else. Technique, method that we use to free ourselves from more problem, that method is not good. That's what I'm saying. Or screaming, yelling at somebody, maybe wishing you will get something. That's probably not the right method. Being kind, being like warm, that's probably a good method. Even though you don't get right there, but you gain so much. That's the first two lines. Dunga to the same dunga ni longa dewa de jang timu be rangi dewa dada jung dewa de jangs. Even though we have wished to dewa de even though you have wish for happiness, dewa de jang timu be, but out of ignorance you destroy your happiness like your own enemies. What Shanti was trying to say, so need to pay some attention. So the bottom line, meditation doesn't matter how you sit, meditation means to think something positive, Oh, this life is precious. This is called precious human life. It's precious. You can see, amazing. You can see. That's amazing. You can see, So many people cannot see, So putting so much money just to see, just to whole families going everywhere in the world just to see. That's all. When the person is able to see how much joy, for us there's no joy at all. There's no even tiniest joy just to see, hear, smell, able to know all of that. So, see, so in Buddhism, that's how it began. The thinking something positive began like thinking something good about yourself. Precious human life. It's like boat. It's like boat, capable to sail oceans of problems. Oceans of this capable to sail. This is the boat. I'm not just making this up. I'm just not making this up. It's already been said. Shantideva said, like during around 8th century, Shantideva said, that already said. I'm just repeating that. Me to Latin is me to means human. It's like considered as a boat. Dunga chuocheletus. Problem is considered like huge lake. No problem, complications. See, a lot of complications. Like tea is not good, or cup doesn't look good. Like that. So many complaints, so many complications. All of that. It's like dunga chuo. It's like huge creek that's considered as problems or complications or sufferings. This boat is fully capable to cross that ocean of problems. You can cross. Don't think, I will probably get another boat. I will not bother. I will probably get another boat. You may not get another boat. Better to sail now. Mi tula tene dunga chuo chile tuni chini tudi chini nyeka veso mombeti to ni malo. So see, important message. So you can read, you can read. I think that's like called Guide to Buddhist Way of Life. That's the title of this book, composed by Shantideva. So then, think that's how it's thinking something positive. And according to Buddhism, that's how it starts. Minute you wake up, you think about precious human life. So lucky that you are alive. You can see, you can think something positive. You can do all kind of good things. There's good things. So then you think about that's everything's like that is momentarily changing. Everything constantly changing. People change, mind change, fashion change, season change, everything change. Once a while, it looks like beautiful. Lot of fruit in the winter time. It looks like piece of skeletons. All the leaves gone, all the fruit gone, all the flower gone. Doesn't mean it's going to be like that forever. In the summertime, it will grow again. It will produce hundreds of fruits. Change, everything change, everything change. That's the reality. There's nothing you can do. You grow up, you 9, 10, 11 years, 12, 13 years, 14 years, 20 years, then grow up, like change, constant change. Even the scientists say all the atoms in our body, it's like momentarily, it's constantly changing, people change. So that, thinking about impermanence, that's one way to shape our mind. It shapes our mind, everything changes. It's not like, why they so going against that, that's going against reality. That's not good. See, change. So then, causalities, causality, cause and effect, Everything, there's no such a thing, according to Buddhism, there's no such a thing called independent, absolute, concrete. Everything's dependent. It's dependent, of course, dependent on cause. See, actions, body, speech, mind. What we say matters. What we think matters. What we do matters. So, that's called three draw. It's called three draw. Basically, actions. Actions. It's not just about religion. It's sake of your own happiness. Saying something nice. That's for your happiness. Thinking something good, that's for your happiness. It's not about, this, or maybe that's what Buddhists do. No. That's what you do. If you're seeking happiness, that's what you should do. It's not like, oh, that's what Buddhists do. They never get angry. That's not true. Don't say that. That's a mistake. Buddhists do get angry. Oh. Oh, see? Sake of your own happiness, Sake of your own happiness. Oh. So, precious human life. Things doesn't have to be precious human life. Think something good when you wake up. Think something positive. What I'm saying here, according to Buddhist practice, that's what you do. The minute you wake up, you think something good, so then begin with a precious human life. No, it's not just something that you hate or you don't like or you look down. This is something very precious. So then you think about change, impermanent change. You think about that. Then you think about what we call karma, basically actions. You think about that. Then if it's possible, then you think about a little bit top of that. You think about emptiness. That's kind of a strange word. So it doesn't mean nothingness. It means something serious. Nothing is serious. Nothing is serious. We make it serious. Nothing. Reality. Nothing is serious. It's like everything is not illusions. It's like illusions. I'm not saying there's big difference. It's not illusions, but it's like illusions. It's like dream. If you have little bit understanding of emptiness, then it become like, it's not serious. Why is so serious? Nothing serious. That includes death too. It's nothing serious. Why is so serious? We make so serious. Oh, that's so depressing. No, it's not. It's not nothing. It's everything's like illusions. Why? Who said Lama Tsongkhapa? Here in Middle Summer, the Tibetan master Lama Tsongkhapa, almost 650 years ago, wrote the text on emptiness. Emptiness does not mean nothingness. It means something very profound. Something very profound. Everything, right from naturally, right from the beginning. Oh, 대시때니 중앙과 라시신의 되면 넘버 전남이 되고 좀 하시듯. Right from the beginning, it is empty. It's empty of concrete, independent, solid, absolute. It's not how they exist. Including problems, emotional difficulty, all of that. Naturally, right from the beginning, it's not like after 1 year. It's not like that. Naturally, right from the beginning, they are empty of something solid, concrete, independent. But that's not how we see. Therefore, we see like something serious. Oh, this is so serious. No, it's not that serious. We just made them serious. We make so big deal. Why is that so big deal? How you say? Or we make such a big deal. No. It's not just after 1 year. Right, naturally, right from the beginning. It's not like after a couple of years. Or it's only become like that after 2015. No, it's not like that. Naturally, right from the beginning, everything. All the dependent things. It's not something serious, solid, concrete, independent. It's just dependent. It's dependent, But that's not how we see. Therefore, they are like illusions, illusions. It's the reflection. It's the reflections. It's the reflection of the moon in the clear water. It looks like moon, but it's not. There's not moon. There's no moon. If you make this, this is really serious. That's very serious stuff. Oh, there's moon. If you jump, there's no moon. It's just illusion. That's why say It is like illusion. It's like dream. No, it's like dream. It's like illusion. So it's the reflection. It's the reflections. It's the reflections. They look exactly like moon, but that's not moon. It's the reflections. If you believe that's moon, it's not moon. It's just reflections. Face in the mirror. So look up there, this, how it looks like. There, some maybe cutting here, cutting there, cutting inside here. You're doing that based on the reflection. It's not. It looks exactly like you. That's the reflections. The mind, everything that reflects on the consciousness of mind. Nature of that mind is empty. It's empty. It's like clear space. When you lay down the park, nice, clear weather. When you lay down, when you look up, what do you see? Space. What else? Nothing. That's the nature of mind. Everything else, the reflections. Nawa appearances. Nawa means appearances. Positive, negative, neutral, all kind of appearances. Something like enjoyable, something undesirable, not desirable, all of that. That's called reflections. Nawa semkinashis. That's reflect on the mind. Nature of that mind is empty. So then, seeing that, about a little bit, so something precious, something positive, something good, then change. Everything change. Interest change, mind change, everything change. What is that? That's the nature of impermanent. Everything change. So get a lot of benefit. Then after that, causality, cause and effect. Then a little bit about emptiness, if you can, Oh, I'm not. I don't feel good. I'm sad. I've been there. Like, oh, I'm so happy. Like, oh, I really like peace cake. Peace cake, no peace cake. Sorry, cheesecake. Peace cake, no peace cake. Cheesecake. Oh, I really don't like, kale. Kale. Oh, the kale is one of my best favorite food. I'm just saying it's not for me. I'm not for me. I'm just saying it's kale. So tons of vitamins. Doesn't taste good at all. And that, so things, they just call. It's called. Who knows? Just call tons of medicine. So then it's this is very serious things that you have to eat. That just label, just call. It's called. I was called when I was born. After a couple of months, I was called Gelek. So then I become Gelek. Before that, I'm not Gelek. Just call. I was called. No, it was called problem. Maybe it's not problem. It's just called. It's a problem. Maybe it's no problem. Label. Label. Everything is label. Then not just that. So then superimpose. Super exaggerate. So that I'm so happy, I'm not happy, I'm this, I'm that. Do you have any clue? Do you have any clue how you define I, how you define self? You think it's your body? You think it's your ear or eye or your head? What is that? We don't analyze. We just go with that. We don't analyze, If the self is something concrete, independent, that's mistaken. Then you don't understand self at all. That's mistaken. Then from there you say, oh, I. Then after that you say my. All of that. More confusion. So according to emptiness teachings, meditation on emptiness is very, very important to analyze. Experience of self, very important to analyze. How dare you can say something like that to me at that moment, experience of that self. Is it something solid, independent, or concrete? If yes, that's a mistake. I'm not saying that's a mistake, but it's been said, according to Eminence teaching. So, identifying the self is very, very critical. Critical. So, what we call in Buddhism is called self-grasping mind. The mind that grabs so tight to self, no clue. Maybe it's like body, that's not self. It's a feeling, that's not self. What is self? No, what is self? So, didn't then when I visited college, people they asking quite frequently asking, "Who am I?" I say, "Who am I?" I don't know. I even don't know who am I. How I can tell you who you are? I did to analyze through meditation. Did analyze. Okay. So see, then once you have little bit understanding of emptiness, nothing is serious. No, we just made it up. We just made it up. Just made it up. So therefore, once you have good understanding of emptiness, so then when you come out of that meditation, everything is like illusion. It's like illusion. So nothing serious. So we become so sophisticated, so educated, so then everything becomes so serious. Oh, no, has to be this way, has to be that way, like that. So many rules, and then so many regulation rules. Like that. So anyway, so that's just I just want to share that with you. So, so thinking, that's meditation. Thinking doesn't matter. Lay down, going around, or walking in the wood, bicycling, climbing rock, whatever. Thinking, that's meditation. Then we do need to think. Think. So does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. Afflicted mind, disturbing thought, no good, no good. Not good for American, not good for Tibet, not good for everybody. Disturbing thought, not good, not good. You could consider yourself a really serious religious believer. Same time, no positive mind. It's just waste of time. There's not much benefit. It's just waste of time. You could go to the church or temple every single week. Same time, become very negative towards other people, culture, tradition, religions, their belief. What is the use? There's no use. Not much use. So therefore, people rely on prayers to think something positive. People setting up something when they go there and hoping that it helps them to think something positive. That's why. That's why there's temple, there's church, there's all this painting. The people set up altars to remind them importance of thinking something positive is very important. If it's just, oh, this is what we do, this is part of my culture, then that's culture. That's it. That's all it. What it is. It's just culture or tradition. That's all. It's nothing of a mind. So very important. So I myself is trying. I'm not saying that don't think, oh, he's perfect. There's nothing perfect. Nothing perfect. Every being struggles day to day. Every being struggles day to day. There's 1,000 different things that destroy your mind, peace of mind. There's 1,000 different things. The minute you wake up, not finding something that you're looking for, and then start to blaming on somebody else, or like that. Minute we wake up, so not being mindful. We don't control our mind. See, our mind controls us. Through meditations, you can learn how to control your mind. That's why you concentrate. You concentrate. With one single object, you concentrate, trying to educate yourself how to be mindful. Mindful. What's important, what's not important. Based on your happiness. Based on your happiness. So, I think so. That's pretty much what I want to say today. Nothing more, nothing less. So, very, very important, including people who consider themselves a Buddhist or Sangha member. Yeah, we say a lot of prayers. We say prayers every day. We say a couple of hours of prayers. The purpose of that is to shape our thought. If you cannot shape your thought, or you could say prayer, maybe you get some merit here, there. That's all, but your mind is like normal as it used to be. Your mind, there's no change at all. There's no change since you start practicing. The mind is the same now, pretty much same. There's not much change. You can put piece of, like how you say, stone into the water. It will put there like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. When you take it out, it's dry. Even though it's been in the water long, it's dry. That's what it means. Been around, about Buddhist teaching. You've been around quite a long time. The mind is like desert. Nothing grow. It's like desert, hot as desert. It's been like that before. When you started, now same change within, important change. So that change only comes from thinking. That when your thinking or your thought improves, less disturbing thought, more positive thought, your life will be happier. Happy. Your life will be happier. So that is practice. That's all. That is practice. If you do that, why you need religion? There's no need for religion. You are doing fine. Very important. Very, very important. So I don't have. When it comes down to experience, I have zero experience. I have no experience. I have so much information here because I learned Buddhism like since I was 7. I went to the monastery. I spent all my life, teenage life, and also after teenage, what you call, young adult, all that spent in the monastery, Still, I don't have any experience. I just, I collected so much information here, but there's no USB port to USB port. There's no connections. Hard drive, here no connections. Slowly, so once in a while something goes, one drops goes here, once in a while goes, and then after that it's dry. Like that, it's not easy. So, but we cannot give up. Even just one moment, if you enjoy mental happiness by thinking something positive, that's good. That's very good. So you understand my point? Oh, that's very important. So saying prayer, saying mantra, if that benefits your mind, please do. If it doesn't benefit your mind, you probably create some measure here. That's it. That's pretty much it. So couple of years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, there's one director from one of the FMD centers from Washington, D.C. She asked me, she was kind of shocked. She said, I thought working for a Buddhist organization, everything will be perfect. Then she finds out there's tons of problems. Of course, human. yeah, we think, we don't think same, you think something else, I think something else, and we have different interests, it's quite amazing. Even then we are getting along, quite amazing, because each one of us functioning totally based on something what we call Buddhist karma, So I think the center here we are doing pretty well. What do you think? Yeah. So last 70 years, people feel very welcoming here. That's why we gather together, and I really appreciate that you are present here every Sunday. You know, beautiful weather. You can do all kind of things, but you choose to come here. So and here, so that's what we do. We encourage people to think something positive. Oh, so then it's up to you. Whatever, like religious you choose. That's your freedom. Mm. So so it's we don't impose anything here. We don't encourage anybody to become anything. What we encourage people to think something positive. It benefit your life. It benefits your life. Then you know how to control. So then through concentration meditations, thinking something single object, spending some time every day, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, that will make your mind calm and peaceful. Then slowly, eventually, not right away, eventually, then you will learn how to control your thought. So that's good. Then that's good, we don't react right away. We take time, so we think twice before we react. Which one's important? My happiness? Not just have physical happiness, my true happiness, mental happiness. If that's so important, then need to protect, People say things, We don't have to respond. Or you could probably say so many things, but we don't have to say. Just listen. So anyway, so need to analyze throughout the day. Need to analyze how we lose our peace of mind and how we can protect our peace of mind, and not just that, how we can produce peace of mind throughout the day. Talking to people, walking on the lake, having conversation about politics or whatever. Conversation about whatever. So then eventually change will take place, and life is going to be better up. So then people see the energy produced by that. People feel. No need to say a word. People feel. Okay. So now I'm really going to stop. Yeah. So maybe next Sunday then we will have a discussion. Okay, next Sunday. Today. So not much time.
Prayer book. Turn to page 246, and let's read the dedication by Master Shantideva. So I think it's on the back of the that prayer, the list of prayers in the white binder. Page 246. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of my merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with the mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may they never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain, to dispel the miseries of the world. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Om Tare Tu Re Soha.
Oh yeah, thank you very much.
So we have a couple of announcements and then a special presentation.
Hi, I'm Elise Strevel. I'm the outreach coordinator, and I have two brief announcements. One is this afternoon, there's a family-friendly event occurring at Mordecai Historic Park. It's a Unity Day, free, family-friendly games, food truck, music, all kinds of wonderful things. Supports Interfaith Alliance and the North Carolina Justice Center. So please think about it. It's a beautiful day. But here is another very important announcement. Have you ever really wanted to do something that was a compassionate action that actually directly helped somebody else, but just don't have the time to do it? You have a busy family, or maybe you have a family member or a friend who is homebound and really wants to do something to help somebody else, but doesn't have the time or can't get out. Here is the solution to that wonderful problem. We have the Love Notes Project. We have available packets of 10 blank note cards that you can take home for yourself or for a family member or a neighbor and write a brief, encouraging note in each of these note cards, just one sentence. There are sample notes inside, but please use your imagination. These notes will be collected here at the Kadampa Center and be brought to Meals on Wheels, where your note will be delivered with a tray to somebody who's lonely, who needs a note of encouragement, needs a little bit of your love. And so this is a very easy way to put compassion in action without much effort on your part, but a whole lot of love at the other end. So these will be available always at the, across from the nursery, across from the shoe rack, okay? But today we'll be at the back door as you leave, and you can pick up some packets for yourself or your friends and neighbors. And then you bring them back to the Kadampa Center, and we'll get them delivered to Meals on Wheels. Thank you.
Hi, just a quick note for our Do Something Good campaign. A lot of women couldn't get their size t-shirts last time, and we got a whole big new order in. And here's our new magnet, car magnet. Thank you.
Now the big cheese.
Thank you, Donna. Welcome this morning to what is almost the last installment of our presentations for our 25th anniversary. We're building up to a huge gala celebration on June 10th, so please mark your calendars for that. Today we're celebrating a milestone in the history of Kadampa Center. It's the anniversary of our stupa, which is consecrated in 2015, as completed by our very talented artist John Pell, who was here earlier this morning, but I don't think he's in the room right now. But if you do see him, it's not too late to tell him thank you again. And stupas are found in all Buddhist countries around the world. They're the image of the enlightened mind, and even just seeing a stupa brings incredible benefit. And they're a way to plant seeds in the minds of everyone who sees it. So all the people who are driving up and down the street and all the Amtrak trains that go past on the tracks out there, there are incredible seeds that are being planted by virtue of that stupa. And Geshe, as Geshe tells us often, just when you leave the center, walk around. If you can only do it one time, it creates incredible merit. And so for anything like that to come to fruition, we have to start with a wish, with the idea to have a stupa, and having a stupa at Kadampa Center, particularly that stupa was something that Lama Zopa Rinpoche, our spiritual guide, said would be very beneficial. He didn't tell us we had to do it. He just said, in my opinion, it would bring you a lot of benefit if you do it. So he gave us the idea many years ago. And there were people here at the center who had the wish to bring our teacher's ideas to fruition. So you have to plan it. And to start the planning, you have to have a base. And we have the Kadampa Center gymnastics team will be performing. Yes, okay. And then you have to build it. Yeah. And then you have to bless it. And then you have to have David Strevel manning the crane to put the top piece on. But David, you don't have to come up right now. And there you have it, our stupa. So in preparation for what we're having at the gala on June 10th, we're going to share a video about the making of the stupa. So please enjoy this.
in his sort of mandate on how to do this, he suggested that it be built in front of the building so it could be visible by a lot of people who were driving by. That was very important to him.
Well, one of the great things about a stupa is that even if you're not a Buddhist, it's that just seeing it or walking past it makes a positive imprint on your mind stream that will ripen at some point in the future.
Anybody who has the visual impression of it, whether they believe in it, whether they understand it, whether they have any sort of faith in the power of the stupa, they will receive a blessing. In the same way that if you look at a picture of your mom, you get a good feeling. It'll be a beautiful, amazing work of art.
And so we have a fantastic location for this. The stupa's facing a major road. I think there's several thousand cars that will go past it daily. We're right near the state fairgrounds, so during that time of the year there'll be tens of thousands of people who are exposed to the stupa. And then we have a railroad track with that Amtrak trains on it that go by several times a day. So it's a very powerful place to build a stupa. I think I can't really answer this, but I think the merit is even greater just because of the location.
Building the stupa that purifies negative thought, actions, the tendencies, and create extensive merit. So this is opportunities to more people involved, so that more energy gathers. More energy gathers, more holy it becomes.
Those stupas, they come in lots of different shapes and sizes, but this is a pretty rare one to be built and built as big as it is.
I don't think there's anything else in this part of the country that's comparable. It's really exciting to see the way Buddhism has spread from this landlocked country of Tibet through Nepal and India, and is now coming to all parts of the United States. This is just a very vivid representation of what's going on, I think.
For somebody who's practicing at the level most of us are, need to look for opportunities to create merit, and one of those opportunities is to either work on a stupa or contribute to creation of holy objects that might go into the stupa, or make monetary donations toward the paying the bills of the stupa. So in a lot of ways, somebody who's really intent on practicing Buddhism and practicing the perfection of generosity sees, for example, contributing to a stupa as a privilege and an opportunity.
One of the benefits of building a stupa like this is it gives the community here a tremendous opportunity to come together and build something together. There were the people who worked on the plans, going to the planning commission, getting the permits. We have people pouring concrete. We have people who rolled the mantras and prayers that go inside the stupa. We've had people who bring food to the people who are working on the stupa. There's just been a tremendous outpouring of energy and excitement around the project.
There are a lot of people that have, who really consider making a donation to a holy object like this like an opportunity. They see it as a privilege to be able to support with their money and whatever means they have the creation of a holy object like a stupa.
I want people to, really involve in this holy project, physically, mentally, time, whatever you can do. I think this, you're doing for yourself. That's what I just want to share. Okay.
He's not here this morning, but Sandy Carlson produced that video, and it's up on YouTube if you'd like to see it again. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you.